Welcome.
Okay, now that we're done with the dialogue, I'm glad we can start. Today I'm going to talk about a rally I went to on Sunday for Christian, the young man who was grabbed by the off-duty LAPD officer that discharged his gun. If you happen to catch the 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or 11 o'clock news on KCAL 9 or CBS 2, you may have seen my footage of the incident that was only on KCAL 9 and CBS 2. Sunday, March 5th, I attended this rally, and we held up signs demanding justice on the corner of Cerritos and Euclid Avenue for Christian. Then we marched to Ball Junior High School and then past Palm Lane Elementary School on our way to the off-duty LAPD's officer's house. We stopped at the off-duty LAPD officer's house for a few minutes and then continued on our way out of the neighborhood. On our way out of the neighborhood, we marched past the house with the hedge that Christian was drugged through. As we walked past, we were confronted by one of the residents with a baseball bat. After he stomped his baseball bat on the ground a few times to defend his property, as he described in the news report, we continued on our way out of the neighborhood after having a verbal disagreement with the gentleman on his right to defend his property with a baseball bat. Now, we must have had at least 40 people there Sunday, maybe more. And what all those people had in common is they all want justice. This officer should have been arrested, and he should be in jail right now, but he's not. Now, the 2 weeks that Raul Casad said is going to take to get this investigation to the district attorney's office is almost up, and it's going to be turned over to the district attorney. Now, I hope the Orange County District Attorney makes the right decision in this matter, because we're on the verge of repeating the riots we had in 2012. People are still angry, and I would hate to see that. And I hate to break it to you, but planting a few trees and giving out free pizza to the people that help has not made the actions of what this officer did disappear. Unless action and justice is served, people are not going to forget this. It's not going to have a Mickey Mouse whitewash and be swept under the rug. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to just remind people, and I'm sure the speaker knows and alluded to this. This is it's an investigative process by the City of Anaheim Police Department, and then that is turned over to the district attorney's office, and the district attorney is the one who makes a decision on what charges, if any, charges are filed across the board. So that is it's not a decision, certainly not a decision by this council. In fact, it's very, very improper, if not illegal, for us to weigh in and try to influence that investigation one way or the other. Welcome.
Good evening. Boy, I did a lot tonight. I'm District 3. I live there and came last week. And I think I've been coming here as like 17 years old, and I'm going to be 56. But the cameraman and I were in that street talking about the issues for Christian on the walk of the march. And I was actually in the back, and there was a scuttle in front, so I didn't get to see the bat, and I didn't get to see the arguing. But the ladies and that man, I told them good afternoon, and they responded back all the same. So there's a lot of tension in these people in their houses, and they're hiding in their homes, and all of a sudden 13-year-olds are criminals. So that's going to be a problem we're going to start having if we don't get something acquaintance with the children through the schools or whatever programs there is to bring this up at a school venue or something with the children and notify them, and more parenting in a sense, or volunteer parenting, somebody that goes out there and talks to the young men and women in those parks. And when you guys are not home, they're out there at night, they're out there at the skateboard. I talked to a few of them. They came from other cities. They enjoy the skateboard park. And, it's just, when I communicate to them, I see them. And Christian's father, I seen his face around. And actually his friend, Eddie, was a victim of police brutality a few times. And I actually supported him and advocated for him. So it's a small world for me. It's like, there's my home, there's my neighborhood, you know, I'm concerned. And I want to make it better for the homeowners, because we were homeowners. We're a big family there, my family, and everybody, the stores, I go meet the people, and I don't see what people say in the back, these are bad people, or, you know, putting labels on nationalities. You know, everybody's got to be equal. And also for the homeless, I was really, you know, hearing the veterans coming out, but I know there's veterans out there. And my question was to you guys was, I would like to hear you, even if it's off the records or whatever sometime, what do you feel about it? How do you guys feel about the homeless? I mean, what's your take on it as a friend than just a city council member or the mayor? I'd like to hear you say what your ideas are and share it with the groups that are gathering, you know, as we're getting bigger and bigger and trying to get this resolved. And so on both of those issues, to me, you know, all is one, all is the same. You know, we got to get along, and, you know, the bad apples are out there. We've got to take care of that problem, and it's going to take us all to do that. Thank you.
Thank you.